class culture. How was your May 1st? In real time. Mine was wonderful. It was relaxing and I got a lot done. So thank you, Hearts of Gold. We are back with a word of worship. Thank you very much. We are going to talk about Proverbs 1:26 to laugh and mock. I was going to put, oh my, but I'm like, no, it's oh Lord, because these are verses from the Bible and God has a word as well. Because sometimes people, let's just say, don't think it applies to them or what is going to happen to you even if I don't follow the rules. Well, guess what? If you believe in a higher power, if you believe in right and wrong, if you believe in karma, she, and all of that, I will always say that's their karma. Because if I'm not doing anything wrong, then I see somebody do something wrong and get in trouble or punished for it. That's their karma. That can't backfire on you. No, I'm not the one doing anything wrong. And I get to say, that's what you get. I get to say, that's what it says in the Bible. And I get to say, look at you. When I do something wrong, bad things happen to me. If I'm in the negative, I don't feel good about it. So it does. I don't like people that do that. Oh, you don't have the right to say this or that. Oh, yes, I do. That's why we have laws. Are you okay? Yeah. So in this episode of A Word of Worship, we're going to talk about it. You can laugh and mock, as does God, but for me, it's not in a malicious way. It's a, well, I told you not to do that. Look at you. Not, I'm better than you. Not, I'm a crook and I'm laughing because you got caught. No, I don't behave that way. I don't do that. Or if I do something, there's a purpose. And if you want to know why, here's my explanation. I don't need any interpretation. I don't need a fifth word or an interloper or another somebody over there saying what they think about what happened, especially if you're lying or twisting the truth, or it's not convenient for you to discuss what I have said. And in this book, chapter, verse, it talks about to laugh and to mock. And I think it's a great subject because I like to take things out of the Bible, apply it to me and mine, and share it with you. It's that easy. And I see a lot of stuff I'm laughing at, and I click live and I make videos and I mock like, well, this is what you got. This is what was coming. You didn't see this? Who do you think you are, thinking you can get away with treating A, B, and C, and you don't get any comeuppance or karma don't slap you? It's going to get you. The person that you, let's just say, hurt or lied on or defamed or slandered might not be the one that gets you. I heard today in real time, shout out to the future and beyond, somebody's getting their comeuppance from a long time ago. Like, okay. So when you get a feeling about someone, Hearts of Gold, hold on to that and act accordingly. Don't wait. Don't be one of those foolish people that say, oh, I was their friend. That happened to you. They didn't do nothing to me. No, don't be that foolish person that says, oh, I don't deal with doxers, but you deal with doxers. You can't get away with that lie. That's not entertainment. I get that part. That's not entertainment. I'm here for the gags, drags, things like that, and to talk about the things I want to talk about on my channel. But I'm not over here breaking laws. And per you, some folk, spiritual folk, be careful, because you can't say one thing, and that's like showing up to a business meeting with the president of the company in a Halloween costume. It don't hit right. It's not funny. And it's not correct. And it's offensive and it's disrespectful. And you get laughed at and mocked. Because you know they're going to talk about you after they walk you out the job. I'm just saying real quick. cut it out, especially after a certain age. Some people are lacking. Yeah, lackeys and lacking. So let's talk about it. I don't feel bad. So let's talk about the topic of familiarity breeding contempt. Let's talk about it. And then we're going to look up the meaning of the verse in the Bible. And then we're going to talk about who wrote it. And then we're going to talk about contempt in the Bible. Because after a while, it's like, well, don't hard to go. Don't you think those folks should be tired of being the butt of the joke? Don't you think they should get tired of the L's for losses, as we say? Don't you think they should get tired of people mocking and laughing at them? If they don't, and they keep displaying the same behavior over and over again, trust and believe it's a mental issue. And you don't want to be around that person, because every day you wake up, that like today was beautiful, calm, peaceful, harmony, celebratory life. I mean, the affirmation of it all. My daughter is about to graduate. That is a testimony or a testament to the type of mother I am, the type of family we are, the type of bond, and no matter how many miles we are apart, the type of, let's just say, people we are. Yeah, we don't go for broke. No, we plan, we apply, and we execute. Ooh, yeah, I mean, okay, so everything we're going to talk about is down below in the description box. Proverbs 1:26. Who wrote Proverbs? What does familiarity? I have to keep practicing that. Familiarity breeds contempt mean contempt in the Bible. And I thought that was enough, because next week I'm going to go a little farther, but on a different topic. Because afterward, I want to feel good every day, no matter what. Even if the house burned down, we're going to feel good that day when we're in a Red Cross shelter and we donate it to them. And me and mine are hugging each other and we're warm and safe, had a good meal, and we can sleep. Even in the midst of chaos, you got to feel good. Either someone should be making you feel good, especially if it's a significant other or family member. You can always make yourself feel good, but it ain't nothing like the real thing, baby. When it comes from somebody else, that I need that from my daughter and son, and me and mine. I need my boss to knock on my door and hey, come on in. Great job, Deirdre. Thank you so much. That's exactly what we needed. That's the task. You completed that. Thank you. Great work. Thank you. Yeah. It's not just showing up, getting paid, and leaving. I want results. I want to be recognized. I want my kudos. I want my atta girls. I want my flowers, as we say, while I'm here. Yeah, I won't see no flowers after I'm gone. And that wipes away everything bad. That wipes away, other than calling the FBI on a criminal, that wipes away all the negativity, all the lies, the defamation, the slander, the did wrongs to you, the what next scenarios. You're prepared because you've tucked the last one away and you're ready for anything. Because people are very strange. They're almost worse than wild beasts in the forest and in the mountains. You know where they are. You know what they're about. You know their nature. Because humans will lie like a rug. And it's like, well, there's no reason to lie. They'll feast or lie to, let's just say, an innocent bystander and a stranger for no reason, because they're mentally demented. So I'd rather be in the forest. Now I'm going to have my gear and going to be in a nice comfy car and all of my provisions. But when you walk up to somebody and say, hi, how are you? Fine. How are you? And you're getting along, then all of a sudden something bad happens. Well, I can't be prepared for that. I don't prepare for that. No, you're not going to change me. I don't care if that happens to me like 3 times a year. You're still not going to change me. I'm still my happy self. And there's nothing you can do to stop my happiness, my joy, my organic growth, and my chi and my accomplishments in life. And I think this proverb is excellent for that. Some people need that. And it's okay to laugh and mock, not in a vicious way, in a, oh, you messed up? Wow. Have a nice day. And then you might share the story with somebody, and they might say, well, what happened? And I'm going to say, okay, they did this. They were like, well, what do you think about me? And I wasn't impressed. So I walked away. So I can mock them in that sense, not the torture. I could talk about what had happened because I can. Freedom of speech. Shout out to all the veterans and the filmmakers and the new subscribers and the content creators that are working on 100 subbies, 1,000, 1 million. We are all okay. Yeah, don't let nobody get in your way ever. Okay, come on over to Class Culture if you need some inspiration. This is the right place. So thank you. So there's some flowers, May 1st. It's the middle of spring. Summer's on its way. Enjoy it. I enjoy every day. It's an event when I wake up because I have something to do or to work on or to celebrate or something planned or put on my to-do list. And like today, I accomplished everything I needed to accomplish. And I said, it's time to focus on my heart's goal. Shout out to Showcase Sunday. All of our professors, the moderators are over there on the community tab. Yes. That's the boardroom. That's the only boardroom I want to be in. Yeah. So let's talk about it. So let's go to that link. All right. Yeah, I feel great. I love when the months come and go because it's an affirmation as well. It's like, I survived. I'm here. You know, nobody can change that. What human can stop nature? No, ma'am. No, sir. Okay, I can leave that up there. I love nature. I love when the months turn. I like planning things. I want to take a Class Culture on old nasty picnic. Fingers crossed. Yeah. Now, what does it say in Proverbs 1:26? I, in turn, will laugh at your disaster. I will mock when calamity overtakes you. When calamity overtakes you like a storm, when disaster sweeps over you like a whirlwind, when distress and trouble overwhelms you. Okay? And I pulled up a few. What is the meaning of Proverbs chapter 1? The theme of the book is imparting wisdom in the life of the believer. Even if you don't believe, you understood what I just said. The first 9 chapters of the book are short essays of instruction, okay, exhortations directed toward the young, in particular, to listen to fatherly wisdom. Now, you can put motherly in there as well. The legal sense may be defined as willful disobedience to or open disrespect of a court. There's a lot of criminals running around YouTube. There's a lot of deflection. There's a lot of people saying they're good when they're not. There's a lot of scheming and scamming and hooking up and crooking up and defamation and slander. Deirdre takes care of that by doing reporting. Because, yeah, you're not going to stop me. You're not going to stop. If you don't like it over here, don't come. I don't ask for anything from anybody, but I sure won't put up with nonsense from everybody. I will not. It just means, hey, a time for us to part. Have a nice day. That's all it means. And then you have people who stalk and harass you. Well, I got that too. I dox doxers, meaning I have the legal right to get you. Oh, yes, I do. So I'm glad I pulled this up. The legal sense may be defined as willful disobedience. When they're willfully doing something, get them. Okay, I do. Or open disrespect of a court, judge, or legislative body, or just YouTube rules. How many times have we, hearts ago, have we seen people get flagged, channels struck? They start all over and come on here like, you're not going to stop me. And then they get it. Then it happens again. Then something is revealed about their character and their behavior. Their bills get, I mean, it's how embarrassing. Yeah, none of that is happening to Gigi. None of that is happening to my family. Not even if you forget to pay a bill, they going to get you. They're going to get it, a penalty after penalty. They're going to turn that phone off. They're going to shut them lights off. They're going to take a cable away. You got to pay your bills. It's willful disobedience. And if you can't deal with it, shut it off. YouTube is fabulous. Okay. You can watch the news and everything. I'm just saying, if you're trying to save money, save money. You know, do not try to keep up with the Joneses. Don't talk about anybody else. Don't put, when you're putting somebody else down, you're down there. When you're digging a hole, you're lowering yourself. Easy. In general sense, if you hold someone in contempt, it simply means that you despise or strongly disapprove of them. Yeah. Oh, what does showing contempt mean? Okay. And I think that was the last one I pulled up there. So yeah, it's, I don't have time, and I won't put up with it. And I hope you don't either. Now, who wrote Proverbs? Before we go any further. Yeah, I will not. I'll be nice and polite, but after a while, it's like, okay, that's enough. You know, remember moms and dads when you were raising kids, if you don't have young kids in the home, after a while, it's like, okay, give me that. Sit down. Go to the corner. Then the punishment, then the control, then the consequences. You know, I mean, until they get it. And then after a while, they get it. You know, that's called raising a child. And then children, when you grow up to be adults, and adults, when you grow up to be mature, hold on to continue doing what's correct. What you're right might not work for me, and vice versa, but the laws are going to control you. We are all controlled by laws. That doesn't mean people say, oh no, I'm not, I'm gonna break them. But you, even when you break them, you're controlled by the law because you broke it. I really don't have time having them conversations with adults. I just, after 13 or so, it's like, no. And what I'll tell people is, what I used to tell my twins is, ask your teacher. Or I'll give them a definition and say, oh, talk to your teacher about it. And then it will become a discussion. And then you're building a relationship with your child, because then they'll look at you with trust and respect. Okay, yeah. So here it says, Proverbs 1-9, Proverbs of Solomon, son of David, king of Israel. People also ask, who wrote the book of Proverbs and why? Proverbs is probably the oldest extant. Am I saying that right? Let's make sure. I love reading, and I love learning new words. Extant. Yeah, still in existence. Nice. Surviving. It's the oldest surviving. That's what they really. Okay, it's okay. Document of the Hebrew wisdom movement, of which King Solomon, the third collection, was attracted much attention, or has attracted, much attention because of its close affinity to the Egyptian wisdom of Amenemope. Let me shut up. Let's look that one up. Sounds like a pharaoh, right? I like doing this. Yep, it's a pharaoh. Is it? Let me see what his role was. I didn't look that up. How do you say it? Pronunciation. Oh, man, you know what it does. I hate that, but I'm still going to look it up.
Instruction of Amenemope is a literary work composed in ancient...
Amenemope. I was close. Variously dated between the 10th and 6th century before Christ. Interesting. Okay. Now, I'm going to put that down below. Why is the book of Proverbs important? Through the study of Proverbs, we receive the moral discipline needed to live one's life successfully. That's why I opened the show just explaining to you what happened today. Right? Sorry. I closed it when I wasn't supposed to. Here we go. Because I'm important. And you, my hearts of gold, are important. It's important for me to know you had a good day today, or what you set out to do today was accomplished. And that is really the basis of my channel. It's about me and whatever I want to add to it. So here is this person. Now, he says he was the son of an author. So it looks like they might have just been philosophers, authors, and obviously Egypt. Okay. He is portrayed as a scribe and sage. Oh, I love it. And wow, King Solomon studied him. Interesting. What are the teachings? And this is down below. All I did was Google. I love doing my Googles because you can see what we're celebrating. Okay. Oh, I don't know if you can see that. What are we celebrating? It doesn't say. Okay. Elijah McCoy. Are you seeing that? Yeah. Okay. So shout out to Elijah McCoy. He was a Canadian-born American inventor and engineer who had 57 patents. Yes, he was born free in Canada. He came to the United States as a young man when his family returned in 1847, becoming a U.S. resident and citizen. So please pay attention to your history. Everyone of African descent did not come from slavery. Okay, now let's get back to this. All right, the real McCoy, right? So that's where that saying comes from. So this is nice. What are the teachings? Okay, let's get back to this. Making sure you can see this. Okay. He talked about modesty, self-control, generosity, scruple, right? What is that word? Let me put my glasses on. Scrupulous, honesty, while discouraging pride. Okay. What? No, I've never seen that word before. So we're going to figure out what that means. This is why people don't like to read. I get it, but just look up a word. Be okay with saying, I don't have a clue. You know what it's going to give me. Oh, God.
Impetuosity.
Never. Impetuosity. Good grief. Impetuous. Okay. Self-advancement, fraud, and perjury. Well, don't we meet these people on YouTube every day? Yeah, they don't like that type of teaching, but I do. That's why it's a part of my channel. And shout out to the replay crew in the future and beyond. And whenever you see this video, I appreciate you. So not only out of respect for Mott, the cosmic principle of right order, but also because attempts to gain advantage to the detriment of others incur condemnation. Ooh, wee! Yeah, we're going to talk about that on another show. We see that all the time. People who try to cheat the system, people who try to gang up on others, people who think that's better in masses. I'm a solo dolo over here on my channel. No one else tells me what to do. I don't make my content based on anybody else. I don't control anybody and they don't control me. No one has my skills and I don't have theirs. We're total individuals. I am independent, and that's the only way I will ever exist on YouTube. So yeah, this is a great thing to find here. So I'm going to put that under my travel. Yeah. Okay. Not travel. Child production. I saw travel. I was doing something. All right. So what's next? And I added that down below. What does familiarity. I just have a hard time with those R's, and I'm doing really good practicing my French, so that doesn't help. Familiarity. Stupid word. To be familiar breeds contempt. I don't know why people get all upset about stuff like that. I don't. Okay.
Familiarity breeds contempt.
Yes, it does. Extensive knowledge of or close association with someone or something leads to a loss of respect for them or it. So let's delve more into that. Familiarity is used especially in the expression that it breeds. We just said it. To say that if you know a person or a situation very well, you can easily lose respect for that person or become careless in that situation. The present research shows that although people believe that learning more about others leads to greater liking, more information about others on average to less liking. Okay? Thus, ambiguity, lacking information about another, leads to liking, whereas familiarity, acquiring more information, can breed contempt. Especially at work, I tell people it's business only. Do not tell me any of your personal information. That is inappropriate. I don't want to know your personal. I'm suspect. You don't know me. Be careful when people apply, or what is the correct term? What is the term? They try to put feelings onto you, which are are impossible. If you met somebody and 2 days later they're saying they love you in a sexual way, a non-platonic way, as if we're husband and wife, there's something mentally ill. If they're saying, God, I love you. Oh, I love that about you. That is okay. Use the word love as much as you can in an honest way, in a Bible way. I was a member of, as a child, the choir's name, the children's choir was the Agape Choir. So I understood the meaning very early in age. If you're using it in the I love you, in the sister and brother in Christ, that's fine. But don't overdo it. Don't be too familiar. Don't say, oh, I have more respect from a stranger or a classmate than I do my husband and wife or my kids. Now that is mentally demented. You don't know these people. Now, getting to the breeding contempt. If they're lacking, that's why you might feel contempt towards it. It's like, that's too much. You're not supposed to fall in love with everybody. You're only supposed to have one wife, one husband, and only your kid or kids. You can't be more in love with somebody else's kid. Do you know how much that would hurt your kid or your wife or your husband? Or spending more time, or if you're dating someone and you're spending more time with other people, not just one. I think it's worse when it's more people than just one person. Because it's like, well, wait a minute, you have time for all of those people? What's going on with you? I have a very healthy relationship in life with mine. And when we're not together, we're apart. When we're together, one-on-one, a unit, and no sunshine in between. I mean, really, I think a lot of people do themselves a disservice when they really don't find what they're looking for, or they put it off and they never find it. You know nothing about living on planet Earth until you find that other half. And if you're fooling around thinking people are going to wait for you, or thinking you can get away with hurting others, or think you can have as many ex-wives, that makes you the man or the woman, that makes you so obvious. You're like that sticking out like a sore thumb. Remember that old saying? It's like, no, you don't got it together. I don't care if you were married, divorced, and remarried. At least you're trying. You want that back. You know what you had. You made a decision. It's done. Now you found somebody else. I like that. I don't have a problem with people that get divorced and get remarried, or get divorced and find a life partner. And they're committed. Do you know, before, shout out to the Rainbow Tribe, before, and shout out to our forever President Barack Obama, you know, all of the things that matter to the, let me see. Let me see. I want to get it right. There we go. It's the LGBTQIAAP community. They weren't married, but they would be together for decades. I applaud that. People want that. They didn't even have papers. So there's no way it would breed contempt. That's based on love and commitment. It's not lacking. It's building. Because think about it. It's not that they're separate. They're together. It doesn't matter if it's male or male woman. You're building something new. Ergo, it would never breed contempt. It's not just, that's yours and this is mine. Oh, you went over here and I went over there. Oh, you are having a great event and I'm having a great event. No, when you have something together, that is amazing. That's what I'm talking about. You can be the richest person and have the most fabulous things and plans and people surrounding you. If you don't have that one person committed to you, it's not the same thing. Okay. And then they talk about where it came from, and they say here it has a French origin, meaning scorn. Okay, and I think that was it for that. Yeah, I didn't mean to stay too long on that one, but it just came over me. It's like, yeah, you have to realize at some point in life, get it together. And some people say it's never too late. Oh, yes, it is. Because nobody's going to want you, because then they're going to be like, why can't you? There's something wrong. And I'm going to put the link, since I brought it up. Gender education. Copy. Because everybody has rights in America, right? Even in the Bible. That's why in America, the Bible and the Constitution are separate. You can't, yeah, we cannot. Can you imagine? It would be a mess, right? So here it talks about how the scripture asserts that oppression of the poor. This is contempt in the Bible. Okay. The scripture asserts that oppression of the poor shows contempt of God. So don't Don't piss them off. Don't knock that positive chi. Even if you are an atheist, don't mess with it. You're gonna get it, right? According to the Oxford English Dictionary, contempt is the feeling that a person or a thing, that's the garbage man, y'all, is beneath consideration, worthless. I don't even see you. Deserving scorn. Well, what happens when, God will striketh thee, right? And then it says here, what does scorn mean in the Bible? Open dislike, disrespect, or mockery, often mixed with indignation. Okay, how does the Bible say to deal? What does it say to deal with mockers? Okay, I don't like the way they word stuff. The only cure for the mocker, like if somebody tries to make fun of Gigi Darling, like her beautiful, colorful rainbow Bernices, like her voice, like her fun, like her channel, like her organic growth, like her beautiful golden numbers. That's why I played that video commercial. God gonna get you. I just let God handle you. And you can't say, well, I don't believe in God. That's fine. Karma's gonna get you. I don't believe in karma. The universe is gonna get you. I don't believe in the universe. Well, the biological order of nature is gonna get you. I can keep going. Boom, 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 boom. Like people who smoke cigarettes. Cancer gonna get you. You're going to be dry. You're going to feel bad. Your breath's going to stink. Your house going to stink. Your clothes are going to reek. Your car's going to reek. Your shoes going to be stinking. I said it. Yeah, there's always something. Yeah. Who has to arrest him and cause him to humble himself before him? I hope they do. Meaning stop yourself. Okay. And then you can go on and read more. We're going to go right into the Webbies. Yeah, there's always, baby, don't mess with it. And if it's an adult person, just get away from it. And if they try to follow you, get them off of you. If you don't know how, email me. I'll let you know how I would handle it. Yeah. And don't come back. Let's just say your friend gives you some advice and you don't do it. Quiet. Get over it. Don't bring it up again. If I told you how to do something, you didn't do it, don't be talking about that. I'm not going to be talking about that stuff months, every day, all day long, months and months and months. That's a headache. That means it's time for you to grow up. That means maybe you were the problem. Yeah, because I'm over here busy, not even worried about bad people. They want you to because they need help. Well, shout out to the Word of Worship. If you want help from Gigi Darling, look at my playlist and understand and read it and learn something and change your life. Yeah, get it together. So now we're going to look at 5 websites that I have down below. That's the only way I can help people is just say, just get it together. So I'm sorry, I'm getting a little organized here. You know how I do. I do it in real time. Thank you very much. Yeah, for instance, if you don't like something about somebody else, that's still your problem. It's not their problem. People will try to make the fact that they dislike you your problem. It's like, that's not my problem. I don't know you. I'm so happy I lived my full happy 1 through 55 life. And then I decided to be a YouTuber at 56. And that don't wipe away my 1 through 55. No, ma'am. No, sir. It makes I'm more enriched. People are congratulating Gigi. People are getting into people slow. Y'all know. And it was a pandemic. You don't know what's going on. Shout out to the future and beyond. But they were just, a lot of people don't have time to watch certain things. But they'll look at the topic at hand and they'll engage and they come around when they will. That's why I'm not putting that in my mind, in my energy, in my life, in my heart, in my mind. What somebody will and won't do. I don't have no control over that. Oh, you're okay. I know what I'm going to do, but I don't have any control over other people. And when I want what I want, I focus on it. And that ain't, if I'm focused on something else, then you have to say, well, then that's not what you're looking for right now. So right here, this is a great website. I found something new. It's really hard because I find myself bumping into, things I've already looked at, but there's so much more. And I just have to be very good at finding the new things. Look at that cute little guy. Proverbs 1, parallel verses. So if you want to look somewhere else, or if you want to look at different types, because they have different types of translations. Okay. And give me a second. Let's do this first. Okay. I'm gonna look. Give me a sec. I need to take a sip. Do you ever talk and all of a sudden you're just like instantly thirsty? It's like, okay, take a sip. That's your body telling you something needs something, so might as well. Listen to your body, ladies and gentlemen. It is a wonderful machine. I had to chase that with some water. I had some ginger ale earlier. All right. The main consequence of ignoring wisdom is not that bad things might happen. Did I read that right? The main consequence of ignoring wisdom is not that bad things might happen. The main consequence is that bad things are assured to happen. Once we have made a poor choice, it is too late to appeal for wisdom. Exactly. If you lied on somebody, it's too late. It doesn't matter if you get caught in it. That's another thing. Don't worry about catching somebody in a lie. Say your piece and forward. Oh, I haven't said that in a long time. Don't get, they want you to get stuck back there with them. No, forward. And they're going to watch you go forward. That's a reason to laugh right there. No, I'm not staying back there. No, ma'am. Okay. Wisdom is the right action based in knowledge, calamity, or disaster. Comes from the wrong action based in selfish desire. And please don't become a professional victim. Okay. Well, I didn't know that could happen to me. Wow. So then they talk about other things. Okay. So I'm not going to read all of that. It's down below. But I want to see some of the parallels. I, in turn, will laugh when disaster strikes you. I will mock when calamity overtakes you. This is after somebody did something wrong to you, not just because you're a wicked person. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when terror strikes you. I will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. And that's my thing. Because they're trying to give you fear. You can't give me fear if it's a lie. That's another thing. Some people thrive on that. They want to see, well, how are you going to handle it? Well, I'm not going to go. You're not talking about nothing over there. So ain't no mess going on over here. Ain't no debauchery. Ain't no lying. Ain't no scheming. Ain't no scamming. Ain't no deflecting over here. Ain't no controlling or culting or ganging up over here. So I'm going to go over there. Thank you. I almost burped. Thank you, Lord. I got rid of you. Oh, thank you, Lord. I win. I don't understand why people don't understand that. I don't want that. And what I get is mine, and you can watch it grow. There's no way you can tell that redwood tree that it wasn't little one day. No, I love it. I love growing organically. I love not fearing. I love not following. I love being fearless. Okay? It's not going to work on Gigi. What's the next one? I will also laugh at your disaster. I will mock when your dread comes. So I will laugh when you are in trouble. I will mock you when disaster overtakes you. I, in turn, will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when terror strikes you. Okay. And this is the rest. Don't be ignorant. This is a great website. They talk about the verse, the before and after, and the entire chapter. So we can look at the entire chapter. Okay. And then you can get the in context. Okay. So we are on, let me see. Can you, oh, I hope you can see that. Did I close it? No, I didn't. Sorry. Hitting the wrong thing. Making sure you can see the right thing. Ooh, that's an email. You don't want to see that? Okay. Let me see. I know you can see it. I just want to make sure. Okay, let's start at 24. Oops. I'm trying to highlight it. It won't let me. But since you refuse to listen when I call and no one pays attention when I stretch out my hand, since you disregard all my advice and do not accept my rebuke, I in turn will laugh when disaster strikes you. I will mock when calamity overtakes you. When calamity overtakes you like a storm, when disaster sweeps over you like a whirlwind, when distress and trouble overwhelms you, then they will call to me, but I will not answer. They will look for me, but not find me, since they hated knowledge and did not choose to fear the Lord, since they would not accept my advice and spurn my rebuke. They will eat the fruit of their ways and be filled with the fruit of their schemes. Get into it. Okay. So I don't know if you have faith. I don't worry. I wake up every day. I don't worry. I will go through something, but I have zero. Trust me. Or I'll wake up and something else will happen, or somebody else is over here doing that, or somebody reveals that they're on top of something, or somebody reveals to you that they're on your side and it's going to be okay. Or you get some, wake up every day and you get new subscribers. Thank you, boo. You know, it's like, no, I'm good. I'm good. And then here, you know, I love the Bible gateway. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. Okay. So just because they had all of those, you know, acronyms, if you want to delve into what those acronyms are, I just wanted to show you that you can also look those up yourself. Okay. So what's the next thing? Yeah, I never, what's the point in the religion if you don't engage, if you don't live it, if you can't apply it, if you can't say, well, that's why, because, you know, thank you very much. People are very kind and, you know, flattering, you know, and I'm blessed, but that's why if it's stress, it's because of something I did, not because of somebody's doing to me. I will never engage in someone that is constantly trying to stress me out and I don't even know you. Mm-mm. If I know you and it's a stressful situation, we're going to work together to fix it or find a solution or correct it. If my daughter came to me and said A, B, and C, and the answers was 7, 8, 9, we're going to get that 7, 8, 9. Oh, yeah. Why? Because I love her. I would never show her contempt. Okay. So here, Bible topics, more, you know, information about the word contempt, you know, different verses. So if I did despise the cause of my manservant or of my maidservant when they contended with me, what then shall I do when God riseth up, and when he visited, what shall I answer him? So they're talking about it. There are different stories. There are morality tales. There's more information. There's more situations. I cannot stand when somebody don't accept the truth. And especially when it had nothing to do with them. That's my truth. That's it. Oh, well, that don't sound right. Okay. Did I ask you if it sounded right? Or do you not want to accept the truth? And it's my truth. Don't ever try to figure something out when you wasn't in the room with somebody. You'll never know unless they tell the truth. Don't you see all those hideous camera situations on YouTube where people did things and then the person confronted them and say, did you do that? And then they lied, then they show them. Then they just fade away. They go away. Humans are very strange. Be careful. A characteristic of the wicked, when wicked cometh, then cometh also contempt, and with ignominy. Ignominy. What the hell is that? Oh, it always slips out, y'all. So copy. Let's find out what that new word means.
Ignominy.
Ignominy. It means public shame or disgrace. Ooh, ignominy. Ignominy. Shame, humiliation, embarrassment, mortification, disgrace, dishonor, ignominy.
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 Ooh, see, we learn new words all the time. Scorn. Okay, I like scorn better. Forbidden, you know, and I guess they're giving you a topic: sin, folly, characteristics of the wicked, parents, Christ's little ones, weak brethren. Oh, we know a lot about that, don't we? Young ministers, believing masters, the poor, self-righteousness prompts to, ooh, that's a good one. Oh, are your allergies kicking your you know what? Okay. Pride. Oh, this is good. Okay, I haven't read all of this, but guess what? I'll be able to come back. Those who are punished, right? The wicked towards Christ. Saints, okay? Authorities, parents, the afflicted. Yeah. Nice. Okay, all of this is down below, and I'll be reading more of that myself. So, yay. All right, what's the next one? Oh, can you see that? Yeah. All right, introduction to the book of Proverbs. Why study this book? It contains many brief but wise statements about how to live a godly life. Take God out, say good. Although the book was written in ancient Israel, its message remains applicable to modern world. As students study this book, they can learn wisdom that will help them draw closer to the Lord. And this is what I like about this part. What are some of the distinct features? It's basically written as poetry. It employs many of the techniques common to Hebrew poetry, Hebraic, I don't know, Hebraic, vivid imagery, parallelism, and other literary techniques. I'm getting tongue-tied to guide the reader in the quest for wisdom. Oops. Quest for wisdom. It wants me to copy it. I just want to make that. There we go. Oh, it won't do it. Just wanted to show you. The introductory verses of the book express this central theme. A wise man will hear and will increase in learning, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. That's why, you guys, I'm sorry, even if that comes up, I'm still going to highlight it. That's why when I hear people say certain things, let them go away. Let them open the door. Why? Because they're fools. It's funny when people, I find out people are speaking of me, and it's like, oh, okay. I don't speak of people I don't care about or I have contempt for. if I hear them speaking of me, I'll do a clap back. But it's funny how people will say certain things about another person, like they're all that in a bag of chips. Well, the person that's all that in a bag of chips are talking about me. And I go, ooh, your slip is showing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they wish. Okay. So we have two more or one more. Yeah, one more. Right? And that's it. Yeah. Oh, and then the extra, but you get to look that up yourself. All right. Let's see. Yep, last one. Here we go. Oops. Okay, Psychology Today. Does familiarity breed contempt? Do you really believe that familiarity creates contempt? I do, because it lacks love, and which is good in a workplace. That's not why we're there. We're there for business. You already know the reason why you're there. You're not there for things you already should attain on your own in your life. If you're late, you're late and you miss out. But yeah, it's a good read. I like this part. In relationships, real ones, yeah. In real life. I like the word relationships because it's R-E as in R-E-A-L. Relationships. Okay. The problem is not with familiarity, but more about that is that to which we're acclimating. Sorry. For example, disrespectful, dishonoring, and negative energy all too often becomes familiar territory in relationships. These are the elements that cause contempt. When you're acting crazy, basically, right? And not following the rule. There are rules to relationships. There are rules to mommy, daddy. There are rules to daddy, son, daughter. There are rules to mommy, daughter, son. There are rules to wife, husband. There are rules to husband, husband. There are rules to wife, wife. We already talked about that. The rules, the laws, and why they're separate from the Bible. Because a country must govern. It is there is no blurred lines. It is the law. Okay, perhaps we'd be better off saying mediocre or unhappiness breeds contempt. True, mediocrity. That's a good point. Because you're not happy. Well, get rid of them. That's why I said earlier, it's better to get divorced and to stay friends than stay married and somebody in on, snapped. Y'all watch that stuff? Some of these people are killing their spouses. It's not good. So, and then they talk about romantic relationships, and then they talk about honoring one another. And this is a great read. Please and thank you. Check that out. Okay? And check that out once a month. I love going over there and finding good information from talented, qualified, doctored, degreed, sane people. So thank you very much, because I often find, let me get my copy on so when I make this available to you, I often find myself among, obviously I'm a content creator, okay, among people who insert themselves or come at you or want to disturb your energy or your flow, or in their mind they think that's what they're doing and they're not. They get the opposite results, heart of gold, and I laugh and mock them. For instance, if I'm happy with my organic growth, hashtag 58 and more, thank you guys. I can see you. I appreciate you. Shout out to the replay crew. And then I'll get in some type of situation and I get more than that. Okay, but then I ebb and flow and go right back to my organic growth in my building my channel and doing all of the topics and building my playlist. And they feel somehow that's a loss. then you know that person is deranged. You don't need that person in your life. You get to mock and laugh at them when something bad happens to them, because that's what the Bible has said. And I do, especially when you tell people, leave me alone. I'm okay. I'm over here building my Hollywood wife life playlist. Yeah. I'm over here paying attention to me and mine. And thank you, HUGz, from the bottom of my heart, for all your love and attention and just engagement. And thank you, content creators, when I'm around YouTube and I'm engaging with other YouTubers, because you don't have to. That's not a requirement, but I do, and I enjoy it. I'm feeling good. And it matters to me that you feel good when you're over here, because Gigi Darling is not causing havoc for you and me. It might happen to, we have storylines that are past. We passed that. But I can handle myself, and I'll continue to do so. So happy month of May. Yay. Okay. Stay on your path. Complete your journey how and the way you deem is correct for you and yours. Include your family members. No one I'm related to, work for, no. I post everything. I share this on my Twitter. Shout out to Twitter. I share it on my Facebook. Shout out to Facebook. I share it on my LinkedIn. So everybody knows who I am. I'm not hiding anywhere. I don't want to be around people where I can't be my authentic self, and I will never change that. Yeah, you have to be fearless. Because I think if you're not, a lot of people will try to take your rights away. And you definitely in America have the right to worship. You definitely in America have the right to pick what type of religion is close to your heart, to you and yours. You might have been born Jewish and you might be a Buddhist. That is the beauty of America. You get to change. You get to walk away without being violated. Yeah. And when the violators, did I say that right? Yeah. When the violators, I just haven't said that in a long time, are smacked by, whatever higher power you believe in, you're going to get a chuckle and you're going to mock them. And you hope that they learn their lesson. But a lot of times they don't. Just walk away. Just walk away. Don't. If something bad happens to you, don't give up. If somebody does something wrong to you, give it to God, or the universe. Call on karma, meditate. But I don't worry, because I know what's going to happen. I know what's going to happen. Oh, Lord, you got bigger problems than Gigi. Number one, I already walked away. Number one, I already probably cursed you and got away from you or made a video or something. But you don't, it's not going to be sweet if you keep coming. And shout out to the FBI. Shout out to the police. Shout out to Google and YouTube, because they got rules in place too. You don't have to worry. You don't have to put up with nothing like that. Even in the Bible, it said, stop. Follow the rules. And I like that this has to do with men and women and children, because children grow up to what? To be men and women. Some people think YouTube or computer or an avatar or a funny name protects you. No, they can find you. Yeah, be careful. So thank you. We did that. We talked about Proverbs 1:26, to laugh and mock. And a lot of people were kind of shocked that was in the Bible. I bounced it off a couple of friends. They were like, really? I don't know about you. I grew up in a Baptist Catholic family. I went to Catholic school. Also went to public school, but I graduated high school from a Catholic school. And a lot of people only get their Bible teaching for once a week from a pastor, and then they'll close their book and they won't study it. Well, we were taught theology differently. We did the flip of that. You're supposed to study it on your own. And even if you find something you don't understand, go to, your priest or your sister or your brother or your Bible study group and discuss it. Get information. There are learned people. And if you don't want to do none of that, come on over to Class Culture. We doing it. If you want me to cover any type of topic regarding a word of worship, just let me know. Email and phone numbers down below. That's my public phone number. Anybody can get a Google phone number as well. So if you don't want to call me back on my business number, which rings all day long for all types of purposes, everything that's happening in my life, open a Google Voice freebie. Remember how phones used to be so expensive? I know people that just have Google Voice, and that's the only number they give out, because you can send your Google Voice to your phone and you can text. Okay, thank you so much. We did it. Cute little hour, a word of worship. Not that we're going to go out there laughing and mocking people, but when something happens to the wicked, baby, we won. All right. So on the way out, please and thank you. Subscribe, hit all the reminder buttons, and until next time, find a playlist and hit the replay, crew boo. Thank you. Bye.